What's something from 10 years ago that doesn't exist now? StumbleUpon.com. Man, I would spend hours on StumbleUpon back in the day. Found a ton of awesome sites and resources. I actually found out about Reddit from StumbleUpon. I honestly miss when the internet was more than just Facebook, YouTube, Reddit, and a couple others. The internet used to feel so much bigger. We created paradise and then paved it. For real. Even just 8 years ago, the internet felt like a much bigger and livelier place. Our /internet is beautiful might be able to help with that. Small and unique sites do still exist. Reddit link. I loved Stumble. Found so many awesome sites. Nothing better than coming home after school and logging onto MSN to chat with long-distance friends. Good days, lol. Or, which is what me and my schoolmates used to do. Spend 6 hours with them all at school, walk home with a group of them. Get home and log into MSN, see the same friends online. Alright, how's you? Literally was with the dude 3 minutes ago. They killed it for Skype, and look at where Skype is now. Microsoft is so dumb sometimes. Why not just upgrade MSN Messenger? Put video chat on it. It would have been a killer app. I would take Skype any day over what they replaced it with at our workplace, effing Microsoft Teams. It eats up a half gig of memory just when it's inactive, well over a gig when on a call. And then there's those lovely 5 to 10 seconds freezes that happen all day long. The nicest thing about Teams is that you can send GIF files at my work and react to what people are saying in the chat with emoticons. Besides that, Teams is a giant pain in the ass. Bro, mini discs were awesome. Hundreds of songs on a coded cartridge that couldn't be scratched or messed up like a CD. I really wish they'd have caught on more. I had one around 2001 or so. They were great, but MP3 players quickly got leaps and bounds better. There's only so much catching on to be done when you're practically obsolete before you get started. At one point, I had a Discman that would play MP3 files burned to a CDR, so you could fit way more songs onto a CD. What a weird time. Edit, okay, that was 20 years ago. I had a car CD player that could also read DVDs filled with MP3s. One DVD would last for days. Flash games. Well, many of them got saved on Blue Maxima, but there were still undoubtedly millions more that didn't get saved. Good old days of when Newgrounds was good. Stick RPG, Motherload, Tower Defense games, Learn How to Fly. Congregate. Miniclip. Keezy games. Born games. My favorite game personally was Sly and Fox, it captivated me as a kid. Newgrounds was the original. That's where everyone published B1. If it did well, you'd get an email with an offer of $20 to $50 to recompile with their screen at the front. I remember making an engine that had some awesome rolling hill physics that worked just with flash shapes turned into a few okay miniclip platformers. Did not get paid enough for it, but that was the hacker days when it was share and share alike. I remember everyone being so pissed at bombs for outright stealing, but the people that paid were just as exploitative for what they paid in retrospect. My friends and I were mourning the loss of Fireboy and Watergirl and Poptropica because of how they used to run on Flash and now they don't run on Flash, so all's good. Borders bookstore. I preferred Borders to Barnes & Noble so much and was sad when it went out of business. My Borders had a coffee shop. I spent so much damn time there. The absolute divine smell of coffee and books that hit you upon entering a Borders lives forever in my memory. This one hits hard. I miss Borders so much. I used to work at a Borders and bought the shelves off the walls when it closed. $75 for 3 4x8 cases. One entire 12-foot wall of my home office is those indestructible shelves to this day. Web link. You lucky mofo. Still exist here in Malaysia. When my best friend moved to Malaysia 4 years ago, I went with her to help with the move. On one of our explorations, we were incredibly excited to find a Borders, and spent several hours browsing. They should have done what Barnes & Noble did to survive, put a Starbucks inside their store. Important info from a former BN bookseller: it's not a Starbucks. It's a BN cafe that sells Starbucks coffee. The important part is that BN doesn't take Starbucks gift cards. I got yelled at so much for this reason. The number of times I say this sentence a day is the reason why I crave death. Godspeed, friend. Borders had Seattle's best cafes in their stores. Holy cow, I can't believe they've been gone only 10 years. Feels like a lifetime ago. I studied at my local Borders every day after school for like 2 or 3 months for my AP exams, one of which I wasn't even doing as a class in school. And they had the best Oreo frap thingy. Literally the best. 2011 already seems like a million years ago. I'll go with Sears stores. They've been gone from Canada for a while now. Zellers. How about Towers? And Wilco? I had my first part-time job at Wilco. $3.25 per hour. This is how I know I'm old. 2011 seems like yesterday to me. Toys R Us. Come to Canada, they're as busy as ever up here. When Toys R Us was shutting down, a Canadian company bought Toys R Us Canada and kept them open. Really? Romantic cat face, romantic cat face. Yup. It's here, and thriving. Heck, one in my city had to move into a bigger location just a couple years ago. The ability to up/downvote/reply a 10 years old Reddit post/comment. Or dislike YouTube comments. YouTube only had those ads with the X button and it would go away. I love YouTube's logic: people are using adblock because of how annoying our ads are, we need a solution. I know. Let's double the ads, put them every 5 minutes cutting right in the middle of a video, and make them unskippable. The logic for that is to try to bully people into YouTube Premium. It's probably worked with a lot of people since most watch on the mobile app, which adblock doesn't work on. YouTube bans for anyone not in the know. Good free apps/apps that you only had to pay once for. I really miss the free app or buy app option. Why would I subscribe to Scrabble for $7 a month? For real? Or $10 a week if you're Miniclip, looking at you 8-ball pool premium membership. Remember when Miniclip used to be a free flash game site that was updated every 3 days? Yeah, Miniclip declined pretty fast after. Web link. The 99-cent app that literally does what it says without bullcrap or ads. Yeah, good mobile content died fast. Phones with keyboards. BlackBerry is making a 5G phone with a keyboard. Oh crap, maybe it's not just a meme stock after all. Actually a good investment because they are building software for electric cars. The 5 grams phone with a keyboard isn't even made by BlackBerry because they don't make phones anymore. Some other company made it and paid to use BlackBerry's name on it. There is BlackBerry Key 1 and Key 2. I'm actually typing this post on a BlackBerry Key 2. Netflix streaming that had everything in one effing goddamn place. Just wait until Netflix is all originals because non-Netflix productions will move to their own streaming services. I can't wait for all these streaming services to start making deals and bundling with each other, effectively just reinventing a moderately better version of cable. All of these companies trying to cash in on streaming are misunderstanding why streaming became popular. They're basically trying to recreate the channels that you pay for, which is going to make everybody go back to pirating. Edit. People giving this comment awards need to consider their life choices. Having multiple streaming services honestly feels more expensive than cable these days. So back to pirating? I had greatly reduced my piracy, but as the streaming market continues to fragment, it's going to happen more and more. I'm not going to pay for 10 different services when there's just a few things on each that I actually want to see. Yo ho ho. I miss when the Netflix algorithm knew me better than me. I found so many cool movies and shows I would have never glanced at before. Now the algorithm is so much trash.
Man, I miss the star rating system so much.
It was so useful to determine if an indie movie was crap or not. Because the algo is designed to steer you to in-house content. You can turn it off in the settings of the web app. Suddenly I see things, categories I'm actually interested in now rather than their in-house garbage. Edit, how to turn off their recommendations, log into netflix.com website. Click upper right corner profile pic. Click account. Scroll down to your profiles. Expand desired profile you want to change. Click order in my list. Change to manual ordering. I don't know where, how, if you can really change the order of displayed categories, but this will get rid Netflix hijacking your feed to suggest what they want you watch. Under profile and Parano the butthole controls on for each profile there is a setting called order in my list. The choices are Netflix suggest or manual ordering. I can't say if this is the setting they were speaking of, but it's the only one I noticed that might be. Web link. Agreed. I remember around 10 years ago Netflix constantly suggesting quirky indie New York romances to me, a 23-year-old girl living in Brooklyn. I watched every single one, including many that I was pretty sure were just student films, and I loved it. Now you'll just constantly get sent to the Crown. Or how about Netflix DVD by mail? I think they might still offer that service, so to phrase it as something that practically doesn't exist, knowing someone who does DVD by mail. They do still offer it. I did it for a really long time when I didn't have internet, and even a bit after, because there are titles I couldn't stream that were on the DVDs. Jesus. Netflix DVD and me mentioning that DVD plus RWs were a thing to my mom. She became the Blackbeard of piracy overnight. She probably single-handedly caused a 10-cent drop in Netflix's quarterly dividends and postage they had to pay, sending max number of discs a day to her house. She got to the point she was literally just picking movies she hadn't copied yet, just to keep copying. I'm pretty sure she was in the quadrillions of dollars of lawsuit damages by the calculations. This makes me feel so old, but Blockbuster, Radio Shack, and Circuit City. Radio Shack is the only place I can ever think of when people come into my work looking for fuses that we don't carry, or can't get. I honestly don't know where to refer them to anymore. Radio Shack was the place to go for that stuff. Radio Shack is the only place I can ever think of when people come into my work looking for fuses that we don't carry, or can't get. I honestly don't know where to refer them to anymore. Radio Shack was the place to go for that stuff. Radio Shack effed up. Instead of staying a niche retailer with steady profits, they decided to be greedy Fs, and chase the easy money. Now nobody gives a F about them. Maplin Electronics in the UK was the same. Greedy. When I started working there in 1999 they had 70 stores. By the time they went bust in about 2015 they had 250 and were cracking the whip on why they didn't beat their year-on-year sales, let alone their target. Maybe it's because you opened another store 2 miles down the road. Also, they would buy niche pieces of tech, very high-end graphics cards, and expected to have a 50% margin on everything they sold. A, you're not going to make a 50% markup on a £1,000 gift card, and B, once the next year's one comes out this one becomes dog crap. Did they reduce the price to get rid? Of course not. That £1,000 gift card stayed in stock unsold for 5 years until I left. Legend has it, it's still there. That's why they went under. I immediately got this stuck in my head from your comment, welcome to Circuit City, where service is state of the art. AIM. They officially shut it down in 2017. I have so many great memories from high school with AIM. And also a crapload of cringy memories of my first attempts at online flirting in middle school. I had a program that saved my chats in 2004, so I can relive my cringe at any time. Do you also beat yourself with a cat of 9 tails for fun? Still remember having AIM, Google Chat, MSN Messenger, and ICQ all together under Trillion back in the day. Oh yeah, Trillion. I made damn sure to keep my 5-digit ICQ number. Proved I was a L33TH4X or ahead of the curve. Until those damn 4-digit graybeards would stroll by. Oh god, The amount of time and effort I used to put into my I am away messages so people would think I was doing something cool like going out to parties when I was really just walking around the mall eating Cinnabon with my friends or watching SpongeBob with my little brother. As an adult, the latter sounds so much cooler and appealing.
iPods. Still going strong with my iPod Classic to this day. The nostalgia factor is too strong to give it up. Where else will I listen to my cringy middle school playlists? My second generation iPod Touch is still going strong. Used to love bringing that effort to the gym with me in the days before the plague. I attribute its longevity to 1, the shatterproof case, and 2, jailbreaking it.
Coming soon, to theaters. Now it seems if you want to see a movie you got to make sure you have whatever streaming device it's exclusively going to be in, and they're like 50 plus, out there now it seems like.
Thank you for watching.
Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos.
If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends.
We welcome your comments below.
Press to start another of our videos.